It's on. Cowboys, Raiders, yeah, American football. Yep,
Yeah, football.
damn right, son.
What are the teams in your local? Actually, I don't know what state you guys are.
It's like the snowplow and the whatever the fuck.
I have no idea what the Idaho team is.
Idaho.
Wow, and the what the?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For me, it's the Broncos. That's
yeah. Broncos. Okay, gotcha.
With Denver. Lacrosse.
What you say, lacrosse?
Lacrosse, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Let's just skip it. Lacrosse, yeah, that's going away a bit too far.
Now you're just making words up.
Yeah.
I thought Idaho was like near the lakes. I didn't realize that's Iowa.
That's South
Yeah.
Dakota. Yeah,
Okay.
Colombian coffee, huh?
Coffee.
Yeah, go ahead.
But out of that.
Good to go.
Last day of adventures have been gathering some intel and knowing more of this land. And after acquiring some job with the caravan tour guide that many of you are suspicious of being a shady entity in this land, finally the day to depart has arrived. The day prior, though, a courier arrived
and approached you guys to deliver some messages for both Goliaths. One was for Brutus, an apology card from the Speaker of East Haven that contains some gold in it, and a letter from Martok's family telling them, wishing for the best. And after talking with Torga about some possible extra time or even delaying the job, this was not possible. So you guys had to stay around and do more light activities until the time to leave had arrived. This is when everyone decided that it was a good time to check on Max's dad, Otto, and he was not in the Brinshander's prison, which made the team travel to Targos to pay a visit to Keegan and what was the other guy's name? Garrett, who welcomed you very happily and gifted a small wood carved figurine depicting everyone, every member of the group present at the time. They had no information about Odo, though, and this made everyone head to the town hall, which had a name, which was the name of the lady that worked with Max's dad, which was Rosabella, who doesn't have business with Icewind Dale in general anymore and retrieved back to Luskan. After learning this, you had some words with the speaker, Maxildanar himself, who was the one that gave you most of the information, as well as telling you that Rosabella was a powerful figure with a lot of influence in Luskan. So maybe your dad's disappearing had something to do with that. After this, though, everyone headed back to Brinshander and stopped at the North Look to have a meal with some drinks. And this is when Thorin caught some conversation behind him of uh, two persons talking about a whale with a boat on its back that knew the location of an island that is rumored to be home to Auriel, the Frost Maiden herself. This moment in the tavern was also used to get everyone to know a little better of each other, and this is when Rain decided it was a good time to let the party know his background and his descendants. This moment was interrupted by one of Torga's employees, though, bringing a message that this ship had arrived and everyone should depart first thing in the morning. And so you guys did. After 4 hours of silent and long travel, though, you guys came into stretched in the mountains where ran face to face with a mighty figure blocking the path. Here now, facing a frost giant riding a mammoth, the caravan had encountered a stop, and the giant demands, "Give up on all your treasure, or I shall take your heads."
Are we able to interact with the giants before the attack?
The giant is just standing in between the path.
All right.
No. What is it?
We've only got 5 gold. Let's just give him 5 gold. Maybe we can convince him to leave.
I'll take everything, or your lives.
What are we thinking?
Why are you here? Why are you attacking this caravan out of many?
Not everyone. Sorry, let me restart that. I just happened to pass by and encounter some easy treasure.
Well, I thought it was going to be one of those Thorga attacks. Let's just go.
What do you mean, go?
Let's just protect the caravan, as the initial bid was from Thorga. I thought these giants were different. They had a mission towards these people. Maybe they were attacking because they had a bad blood. But I mean, I don't mean to harm them. But if they're going to take everything and kill us all, might as well protect ourselves.
You see Torga's employees draw their weapons and get off from the caravans. Which are these two? As we roll initiative.
Oh, I was going to say, can I have a quick look around, see are they alone?
Or while they're talking, could I have made my weapon sacred?
I would say, yeah.
Oh,
And if Max wants to cast Mage Armor, you can also do that if you want.
Just
Thank you.
Just cast Fireball if you want.
what
Yeah,
was
just cast
our...
Fireball.
Oh yeah, 10 page was 6, wasn't it?
So click token, click initiative, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah. Make sure your token
Fuck.
is selected.
Oh, fuck.
6.
I don't want to hear it. I rolled a fucking 1.
Higher than me? Oh wait, no, not. Never mind.
These guys are probably pretty slow, so maybe we'll be lucky.
That's what
And
you.
Rudy goes right after me.
Oh, maybe the giants in Ireland are slow. These giants are fast as hell. Oof. What is that? A mammoth, 18.
That was the Frost Giant, 18. And the Mammoth is 14. Well, I guess the guy is riding the Mammoth, so they go at the same time.
But Rain sneaked into combat, so who is surprised?
What was it?
Huh?
It's a joke.
Oh.
It's a joke that we did in the other chat about who's being surprised and who's not, depending on.
Oh.
Sneaking versus sneaking, not sneaking, and who like. Oh, never mind.
The main part about the main rules though about sneaking, it's all decided on what the DM
This.
distinguishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it says determines. It determines between the rules. Is what I read it. It's.
Well, I refer you back to Rule 0 of Dungeon.
Nah. The DM always knows best. Yeah, I know that one. I've heard from my mom. So yeah.
Rule 0. I'm the DM. Fuck off.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. This org employee draws a short sword in one hand. Let me see if it's a short sword actually.
Dark. Oh yeah, my weapon's shining now. 20 and 20.
Yes.
So 40 feet.
How much can you see?
Well, I'll be able to see a decent amount here in a moment.
Mm.
Oh my god. I just realized something. Please allow me a second.
I'll see what I
One.
can do with no promises. That should be my my light.
Okay. This. Oh, let me give you your light.
Is that Dylan's steed or is it the carriage?
That reindeer there is my steed.
Oh, your steed. Okay.
I'm not on him though. He was trailing behind our caravan.
I did lose my
Okay, like-
vision. Completely blind.
Oh, you're not even in the scene. Hold on.
I was gonna say it's because you're no longer here. I don't know what happened to Martok. He burrowed under the snow.
I didn't know I could delete myself. So yeah.
Oh,
Okay, this guy is gonna just standing here and be ready for anything that comes close, attack it. And the first giant, I'm gonna drag the mammoth aside because it is being used. I mean, it's been ridden on, so just to have a track for its HP and stuff. Let me check the movement speed. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the whole movement, and the held action of this guy is gonna go off. And you see as the mammoth approaches, the guy tries to swing with his short sword to cut down the beast. And it actually hits. Slashes the mammoth, but it is like nothing. It just took a scratch. And you see the mammoth just. What?
I was gonna say, do we have to choose like which do we attack the mounts or the rider? How does it work? If we want to attack them.
What are the rules on mounted combat?
Depends on what feat they have. If we hit the mammoth or the rider, but
Yeah, I think if you attack, you hit the mammoth. unless you have a ranged attack.
Okay.
And you see the mammoth just charges forward and attacks the first person that it comes in contact with, and its tusks go right into the Torg employee, and he has to make a strength save. Oh, this is a mess. I have like 20 tabs open.
Hmm.
Let me just a second. Okay. Okay, he passes. He somehow manages to stand his ground and not be knocked prone. As he takes a lot of damage and he looks very wounded now.
Oh, it didn't take my initiative into it. The 7. It's not in there. I select my token and set initiative 7. But I'm not in the order. I'm after Max.
Yeah, you're after Max.
Yeah.
Can you add yourself so I can
Sure,
change it?
sure. Give me 1 second to roll initiative again. Here we go.
Okay, 7. Cool.
By the way, we're not able to see the second mammoth that was in the image before. There's
What was it?
There was like 2 frost giants on mammoths or something like that. I can only see 1 right now.
We can
Oh,
only
no, I'm
see.
It's
using
just
one
one
token
mammoth
for
and
both.
one frost. It's a frost giant riding a mammoth. He just has 2 tokens because it's 2 different NPCs that
Yep.
are fighting.
Is the mammoth and then the first giant.
Okay.
But as the mammoth charges forward, the first giant is gonna take a giant pole that is using as a spear and is gonna also tackle down on the first person that it hit. But that one is gonna miss, so the guy is gonna just receive the mammoth strike and duck to dodge the arrow. But as you see this giant beast, Max, approach, what is your go?
Fireball.
Okay.
There.
Where are you casting it?
Directly onto that frost giant's face. Just enough so that our allies aren't getting caught in it.
So the area is at 20 feet sphere.
So
Yeah, if you
like,
cast it directly on the giant, you would catch the other guy in fire too.
so if that's 20 feet, then I'd cast it like over in this spot.
Okay. And it is a dex save from both.
I guess can the giant even make a dex save since he's a mounted?
Mm-hmm.
If you can check this for me, I would appreciate it.
No, they certainly
Yeah.
can, and even with if you have the mounted feet, you even get evasion.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your DC? 14?
No, mine is
Yeah.
15, so his has to be higher.
If your mount is subject to an effect that allows it to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage on a success and half on a fail. Oh, so that's if the mount is subject to a dex saving throw.
Yeah, it's everyone within the effect gets hit as a singular target.
Yeah.
So the man has to save, the rider has to save, the other whatever in the background has to save.
Got you.
The
That's
frost
what I
giant
understand.
takes the full blunt of damage, but the mammoth passes, so it takes no damage based on what you just said.
Got it. So 24
the
fire
giant.
damage.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to run this way. 5, 10, 50. Yeah, I'll stay back here. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Martok, it is your turn now.
So I pick up some snow from the ground, rub into my hands, and I pray to Auril to aid me. The wind comes out and just makes a
You
huge.
put to Aurel?
No, Katie. Sorry, Katie. And I basically, she picks up the snow and makes a glitter all around the giants to confuse them as I cast Hypnotic Pattern
Oh.
and Power Slide through the reindeer. So I Power Slide under the reindeer there and there, end up here, rub through my hands, and just throw the snow in the air, whirls around, and it's going to be some confusing patterns in the air of snow and wind. And
Here,
that's
cast it so I can read it on the chat.
okay. I will. So it will be here. So it's a slight change of the thing to make it more thematic to my character. It's a twisting pattern of colors that wave through the air 30 feet cube. And the patterns appear for the moment, blah, blah, blah. Failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration.
Okay, it is a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. And I will cast it in the cube, starting the square above the Thorga thingamajig.
Okay. What is your DC?
15.
50.
Wisdom.
If it meets, it beats, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It does.
So the mammoth looks astonished by everything that it's seen. It looks just intrigued and fascinated. But the first giant manages to see through it and is still focused on you.
And that is the end of my turn.
Rain.
Okay. I will. Yeah, so okay. I'll just run up to the sky and try and strike him while we're right here because am I in range now? Or do I have to go closer?
That's in range. Yeah, this
Okay.
token is kind of wonky and
Okay.
it is smaller than it looks.
Okay. I will just do a regular attack. So 23.
It hits.
I'll just roll the other attack anyway. Just roll that. Okay, that's a miss. So I'll roll one. It was a natural one. So 14.
A natural one for a 10.
Yeah, it's
14 damage to the mammoth, yeah?
Yep. And then yeah, I won't do my action surge. No. I'll wait until I need to
No
run
longer
away.
affected by the hypnotic pattern.
he's one square outside.
No, am I or is the mouth?
No.
So he takes damage?
If it takes any damage or if someone.
Oh
else
yeah.
uses an action.
Well, are you sure that I can't just hit the giant, by the way?
Let me double check that.
The only thing I remember was you can have intelligent mounts like a dragon or whatever, and they can do their own thing. And they have their own initiative. If they're not intelligent, then they go on your initiative, I'm pretty sure. So you move at the same time. And they can either move or you can use their movement when you move, basically. And I think what else is there?
I think you can hit whatever targets you want.
If it has
Yeah.
5 or more intelligence, it's an uncontrolled mount, I suppose. That's what.
Yeah, but there's another like intelligence seed, like a dragon, so they would have their own initiative and they can do their own actions. But if you're riding something that's like just a horse, which is different from like a summon steed, but like a regular horse is just like they just move with you, basically. I think that's the only benefit.
Yeah, it says you can attack either. Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay, so would that hit the giant then instead? So it was a 23 because I'd like to hit the giant, not the mammoth.
Yeah, it does hit the giant.
Okay. Okay, that's all I'll do. I'll just hit the giant and then stay locked in combat.
Okay, you stab its leg because he's everything you can reach.
Because I don't want to knock the mammoth out of his stupor. Yeah, that's my turn.
That brings to the other employee who's gonna come down with its short sword. And make 2 attacks on the mammoth. Both attacks hit. So it's kind of keeping down at its legs. Both attacks don't do much damage. So that would be... And it's gonna use its bonus action to then attack with its dagger. Which is gonna also hit.
But these look like they're doing like no damage.
They definitely are slashing on the mammoth's legs, but the mammoth is just so tough that it's not being too bothered by it. Oh, and that would snap it out of the charm. My bad.
No.
As you see now, all your allies have engaged into combat with the beast. What do you do, Brutus?
I want to convince him to leave.
You're gonna what?
I want to convince him to leave, but we're all attacking him, so I don't think he'd run away.
I was gonna wait till he's more wounded to try that.
I will. Oh, wrong person. Sorry. I'm gonna charge up here, and I will strike into him twice, or attempt to, with my secret weapon.
Okay.
So this should be okay. Here we go. Let's go.
Wow.
And then I will
Nice.
divine smite with that using a level 2 spell.
Go
So
ahead.
that'll be 4d8. Wait. 68. Spell slot above, correct? Am I thinking?
It is
68.
2 base.
Sounds
'cause I
really
critted.
strong.
That sounds too much.
Well, it's 2d8 normally.
Oh, yeah,
using
yeah,
the
yeah,
second
yeah,
level
yeah.
spell to make it 3d8, and then I critted, so that's 68. 'cause it's
Jesus.
double.
Is it undead?
No, I
Does
used
the
the second level spell to go.
Oh yeah,
one
you're right.
higher
You're right.
than
One,
2d8.
one plus spell slots times 2. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so this is first attack.
Oh. So that's
39.
9 damage.
Second attack.
Second attack.
It hits.
And then we'll use a first level divine smite for this. So just 2d8.
Okay.
Okay. So
8.
19 plus 39 is like 57 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
58.
Okay. With my bonus action, can I don't know, can I command my steed like that? Because the only thing in the spell it says is that we work together seamlessly. But it says while mounted on it. So I don't know if I can control him like that. But it says I can communicate with him telepathically. Let me look it up.
Is this the? I looked this up before because I had a paladin in another party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're counted as intelligence, so it can do what it can do its own move, and one of the things it can do is like charge at them and knock them down and stuff. As far as I know, but if you'd like to check if you have
Yeah,
it
like
brilliant, let me
you
know.
will act according as you would do naturally, but you cannot do like mental commands on it.
Well, we can speak together telepathically, and he has high enough intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, but his turn's next, so I would get to control him anyway, and I would just make him charge. So it's essentially
Sure.
the same thing. Okay, then my turn's over, I will make Rudy charge at the Frost Giant.
Rudy. Who's Rudy?
Rudy the reindeer.
Giuliani.
It's my reindeer Rudolph.
Okay, okay.
He doesn't. All right, let me pull up his sheet. Sorry. Charge.
Yeah, my anti-combat's confusing.
Yeah, trust me. Johan, you remember a couple months ago when we were talking
Yep.
about it?
Yep.
It was
It's not.
hella
Yeah,
confusing.
not easy.
Well, he would have to charge straight up, but then he can move because he's got hella movement.
And you can do a trample charge. Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do right now.
Ah.
So I need the mammoth to make a 13th strength save.
Was it 20 feet though?
Yeah, he was right here. I checked
The
it
reindeer
before.
was like,
I'm telling you because I was calculating it way before. Unless he got moved, because the way he was, it was letting.
the reindeer was
Yeah.
here.
Okay, yeah, and that's 20 feet.
That's
7 or 10.
15.
Is yours thing okay?
Yeah, because it's like from your reindeer to
Okay, well then I
melee
will
range.
have him step back 5 feet and then charge up 20.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. I needed to make a strength save. Oh,
Is
actually, he's
it
got to
any
make a
size?
ram attack. Huh?
Is it any size?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just is he a creature?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only stipulation for it. I'm not trying to be a dick. I mean, because some things
Yeah.
aren't creatures.
No, yeah, you're good.
So he has to hit with a ram attack first, though. So he charges up. Let's see if he hits with this ram attack. That is the stipulation for the strength save to come in. Does a 24
Wow.
hit?
Which one are you trying to hit?
The mammoth, because that's the one he's trying to knock on his ass.
Yeah, it
Okay.
hits.
So it says then the target takes an extra 2d6 of damage. So I'll roll 3d6 plus 3, and then he needs to make a strength save.
DC
13.
rolled a 17.
Okay, well, he does take 9 damage still.
9 damage on the mammoth.
And then Rudy will step to the side so he's not in anyone's way. And
Come
that'll
on,
be his
Rudy.
turn.
Okay, sounds good. Now being the mammoth's turn. Oh no, wait. Yeah, we said they're gonna ride in the same turn. So it is now this veteran's turn, or not this veteran, like the employee's turn. And he's gonna do the same as his companion, just swing 2 short swords and bonus action dagger. These guys are just so good. Both short swords hit, but the dagger is just too short and doesn't connect. But they are all attacking the mammoth. So that is 13 damage. Okay. Mammoth looks a little bit beaten up, but the giant looks rough after being divine smited with such strength. And because of this, the mammoth is gonna take the reins of the mammoth, make it turn and face the semi-giant that just hit him with mighty strength, as both are now facing you. And the mammoth are gonna swing his tusks. And ooh, 29, I'm sure it hits.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a crit though.
I'm
So
gonna
with
use Stone's Endurance. Let's go max, baby. I will reduce 15 or whatever they're about to hit me with.
the tusk turn and you just block them with your arms, as you would take 25 damage, but you take 10 only.
I end up taking 2 because of our temp HP.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
So for that whole hit,
Nice.
prostrate down to 2. All right.
And the frost giant is gonna take its you see a mighty blow glowing axe that is swinging and makes 2 turns with the axe. First swing goes for an 18.
That'll miss.
And second swing is a 26.
That will hit.
As you take 32 slashing damage plus 3 cold damage.
Okay.
What about the cold damage? Half, yeah? Or top?
Yeah.
Or no, Burgess.
The 3 goes down to
Oh.
1.
Yeah.
Good.
And that's the turn of the foe, as it is now Max's turn.
So all of their normal melee weapons seem to be not doing that much damage to this thing, right? Or
They
any of
are,
ours
but
made-
these
okay.
enemies are very tough.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, in that case, I am just going to. How? Never mind. I'm overcomplicating things. I'm just gonna firebolt. Bolt, not ball this time.
Mammoth or giant?
The giant.
Oh, fireball, let's please.
Alright. 21 to hit
It hits
and 10
for 10 fire
damage.
damage.
Does the
Alright.
fire seem to do anything extra to these creatures?
Well, the mammoth didn't take any damage from the fireball, so you wouldn't have noticed anything, but the giant is reacting accordingly to fire. Not anything special.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's my turn then.
Okay. As it is now Martuk's turn.
So as I look into the mayhem where the people have been hacking at the mammoth that I confused, and instead I just figure out that he's just hacking away at everyone around him. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to hit him twice with my bow. So as I draw my bow back and just let it go, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him for 22.
Hit.
Okay. I'm gonna do a 6, and I will burn my last spell slot, as we discussed, at 4d8s for a 3rd level smite for him.
Yeah.
For a total of 11 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1 plus 3. And then do
13, 14, 17.
Yeah, and then I will shoot once more as I draw my bow back. And
Hit. You guys are rolling so high, what the hell?
that's it. That's the end of my turn. I tell my comrades, let's get him down. Let's get this vile creature that is attacking
And
the
as
town.
you stick one arrow that sips vile energy into the giant's blood, and just another regular arrow, the giant says, "Enough! Enough!" But this brings us to Rain's turn.
What is he like lying down?
No, he's still riding, but he's saying that he's got enough.
I'll hold my blade up to him, point at him, and say to my comrades, what are the customs here? I don't know these folk, but you seem to know them. As I glance towards our glides.
Yeah, you see my face fucking battered and bruised in. Okay, I'm a little bit angry at the moment. I don't know if I want to just let this dude. I don't know, man.
This brings us.
You
to
think we should? Oh,
Okay,
I'm not finished.
your turn.
Yeah.
End of your turn.
Yeah.
They cut his mic off.
Yeah. What should we do with him?
You have one short sentence for turn, though.
Okay. In that case, then. I'll just step away. Let's see if he wants to do an opportunity check.
The giant
Well-
will not, but the mammoth is gonna try to swing its tusks at you.
Okay.
A 17.
7.
17.
Misses. So I'll back away and let let our party deal with him if they want.
One of the Torgus employees is gonna keep hacking at the mammoth. So 2 short swords and 1 dagger. Ooh, 2 of the attacks will miss, but 1 of the short swords will hit. And the mammoth is looking like it's bleeding out a little bit now. As this brings us to Brutus, what is your verdict?
Drop your knees and drop your weapon now, and we'll let you live.
The number ones and 20s in this game.
Fuck
It's
What
like,
is-
drop your knees? What?
Drop your knees and get down to your weapons. What is Rudy doing?
Rudy's gonna charge back 20 feet and come back another 20 and try to knock the mammoths down to get the rider off his feet.
Okay, roll the ram attack.
Okay, that's it.
Misses. The other Torga employee is gonna also keep hacking at the mammoth. He's gonna hit everything this time. Okay. Wow, this mammoth is tough. In its turn, the giant is gonna get off the mammoth. So let me bring the other token. So here's the mammoth. And the giant is gonna step down of it and do as Brutus said, and just gonna put its weapons down and just kneel all bloodied and wounded, waiting for you guys to spare its life. But the mammoth is gonna haggle one of the Torga employees that kept just swinging at him. That is gonna hit. Holy shit, this guy is. Okay. You see both Torga employees are badly wounded by the tusks of the mammoth. But that's it. If nobody else wants to attack, we can end combat here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Can I tell the mammoth to run and hopefully not roll terribly on my animal handling?
Sure, you can do that.
Does the mammoth have like all the supplies and stuff that guy had on him?
The mammoth has some things on, kind of like leather bags on it.
Oh, then
But
I wouldn't do that then. Okay.
the mammoth still seems like he's very distressed though.
Mm. Well, I will run out to the rider and say, what are your intentions here? Why did you cut us off and attack us?
I just thought I could have some of the treasure you were carrying. Well, you would know. giants are known to hoard on the things they like on the weaker and get their stuff to keep as trophies, as they
Mm.
would call it.
Are you an agent of the Frost Maiden?
I am not.
What can you tell us about where you come from?
I am native from this land. I come from the mountains.
Are
The
there more of
eternal.
you?
There are few, but we are still alive.
I'd say today you're alive because of our gratitude or our what word am I thinking of? Our kindness. But
You were mightier than I thought.
as I'm just licking wounds, man, I got beat the hell up. You fought admirably yourself.
My honor feels broken by being defeated by smaller humans just as you. But
If it makes you feel any better, I'm
working out
half
with
giant.
my life. I see you're bigger than some of the others.
As I let Max through my legs. Hiding.
What is the price of my life?
Information is what's most valuable to us.
Mhm.
I will tell you anything I know.
We want to know everything.
Teach us everything.
What can you tell about Anyuk's spell? And the ride towards the Sea of Moving Ice.
Many years ago, existed a frost druid that was very keen to the wilderness. She took a liking to a well that came visit her daily, and the druid gifted the creature with intelligence and sentience. Once the druid passed away, the well remained, and now it is used by your kin for their own purposes.
And where would this well be?
Further north, in the Sea of Moving Ice.
So how can there be a well in the middle of the sea? That doesn't make any sense. Is it on an island or something?
What did you just say?
You said there was a well that the druid.
A whale, like the animal.
Aha,
Not
a
the-
whale, a whale.
the-
Okay, yeah.
Whale, yeah.
Gotcha. Now I get you. I thought that he made a well and we can get some water out of it. Okay.
No.
Well, that makes sense now. Once I got through your thick dialect. And how do we appease this being?
Many of human have already befriended it by feeding it rare fish.
Well, we got plenty of that.
I'm gonna.
You like knucklehead trout?
Yeah.
Do you think he likes giant? I'd say nudging, jokingly, looking at him on the ground. Well, what do you plan on doing after this? Still gonna shake people down for their treasures?
I'll probably retrieve to my mountain. Let my pride be restored and live in the wilderness.
If we make our way through the mountain and run into you, can we expect hospitality or hostility from your people?
If you ever run into me, I will treat you like kin. I cannot vouch for the actions that my brothers take.
Well,
What do you know of? What do you know of any strange folk, strange creatures who look like men, who walk the snow alone? Perhaps they glow or have a blue about them, blue color.
Every strange folk that I see is a dead folk. Do not stop to see what it is.
Okay.
Are you asking his name?
Me?
Mm.
Nope.
Brutus is. Yeah.
No, Brutus.
yeah, I would have definitely asked.
Name is Lug.
Mm. Nice to meet you, Lug. I am Brutus Stonehands.
A mighty name worthy of the power you possess.
One might think. So in this treasure you've been collecting, don't suppose you found any potions of healing or anything that might help us on our journey?
I keep everything I can take from my victims. Do not stop to see what it is. Just know it's my treasure. But as I have been defeated, it is no longer mine.
Well, price of a life, then do you think it'd be fair for us to take what we wish and you keep your life?
It is.
Okay. We would like to look then.
He will stand up, kind of like moving carefully to not upset anyone around because he's really, really just about to drop dead. And is gonna approach the mammoth, who looks in better condition but still is beaten down. He's gonna take down the bags on the mammoth's back, and he's gonna just toss them down in the snow. And as he does, you see some mutilated parts of people, included some heads in there. But besides that, there's the equipment that these victims had been stripping off, such as ripped clothing, some broken weapons, and there are some coins in there.
Hmm?
80 silver pieces and 90 copper pieces.
I say we let Lug keep his treasure.
Yeah.
But seeing as he's also injured, I would like to gather the 5 of my group. Well, yeah, the 4 of us, so with Torn not here. One of the employees and Lug, and just kind of get us all on a knee and say a little prayer as I will use my 2nd level spell slot, my last one, for prayer of healing.
Okay.
As everyone
Wow.
has, imagine we're all kind of just holding hands around this circle as we all get imbued with this radiant light and this energy to get 14 HP back.
You can hear Torga's employees get relief, then get some vitality back. The first giant feels less dead, but the amount of health healing compared to his total vitality is a little bit rather on the little side. So he definitely is in better condition as if asked for to walk away, but he's still injured.
Understandable. Well,
Well, that's very generous of you, Brutus, to do this action for this attacker of us.
well,
We did not deserve to die.
the rhyme has turned us all into probably people we don't want to be, at least somewhat. Maybe he likes doing this, but I still don't think he deserved to die.
Agree. We're able to trudge through the snow, through this passage. Will he let us go through and be on our way?
You may, and I will make sure this passing is unlocked if you shall return.
That is much appreciated.
He will
Thank you,
say, Olok Istanir. And the both Goliaths understand it as giant for strength and honor.
Nice.
Nod. Get back into my caravan.
He will mount his mammoth and start slowly walking away.
On my way into the caravan with Rain and Torgan, I would just like to use my Pearl of Power to get back that at least one second level spell slot.
Okay.
So I have one in case we run into some shit.
And as everyone returns positions, you see everyone, well, especially the two Torga bodyguards, or not bodyguards, more like employees, or yeah, they're also acting as bodyguards at this point. They're like thinking, today we could have died, and you see them pop a kind of like a bottle with a red liquid on it and just drink it. Both of them, because they both got injured. But as the journey continues, it has been 4 hours of travel so far. And it is another 3 or so hours until you finally see at the horizon big chunks of ice being swayed by the waves of the sea that is resisting this premature freezing that this land seems to impose everything that is within grasp.
When you say 4 hours, do you mean 4 hours in short rest, or do you mean 4 hours worth of travel?
Oh, you can, as you're inside a caravan, this can count as a short rest.
I'll use my arcane recovery and get my 3rd level spell slot back.
Third. Oh yeah, it is rounded up, isn't it?
Yep.
And
Okay.
Rain gets his action search back.
Didn't use
Didn't
it.
even use it.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't use your
No.
action search? Yeah, you did.
I wanted to save it in case I needed to like do a bunch of stuff in one turn, but
Mm.
But as the caravan reaches shore, it steals right a little, some few minutes um, in the border that divides land from sea. And finally, at the distance, you can see a small hut-like looking structure made out of stone coming out of the ground. And further into the frozen sea, there is like a stone formation making a natural arc that sinks into the ice. And in that arched rock, there is a pier made out of wood that is kind of like housing a bell that hangs from the very very ceiling of this rock formation.
Mm. So, do we have the offering, Torga, that you said you were going to bring for us for the whale?
I would not come unprepared, as she taps some barrels that she has on her.
Do you mind helping me out, Brutus? Carrying these barrels to the bell so we can bring it.
We should make the alkies do it, but yes, I'll help.
I'll help as well.
You see, from the other caravan, the Torga employees are also getting down some more barrels, and they're rolling it. There's first snow, but then there's frozen water that gets about 40 to 60 feet to the uh, wooden pier underneath the rocky arc. And once in there, everyone just gathers in. And because Torga is a dwarf, she doesn't reach the uh, rope that is hanging from the bell. But one of the employees just rings it very formidably, and it makes a. It is it is loud, not too loud though, but you can hear like it vibrates differently than other bells that you have heard. And
As
the
I,
minutes and minutes. Yeah.
as I look into the ice and the sea of moving ice, do I see anything moving along there after we rang the bell?
It is. It is kind of like a long road ahead of, or not road. There's a big area already frozen, but you see the giant blocks of ice sway way ahead in the distance. It is not something very close.
I'm gonna have my owl, summon my owl, and have it fly up above us and just give us like a bird's eye view of our caravan.
Okay, the caravan stayed in the um, snow part uh, to not risk it to break the ice and just sink into the sea. But many minutes pass without any response, and you see Borga and her people, they're just chilling. They're not too rushing. Apparently, they know that this takes a little time to respond. But around half an hour after the bell was rung, you can start hearing the characteristic hum of a whale underneath you. And after some of this, oh, I forgot to mention, there's a big hole on the arc that it is not frozen. You can see the sea underneath you from this hole, and from this hole
Like a fishing
emerges.
hole or something?
No, it is much bigger than that.
What does this humming sound like?
Like
Into
a whale.
us. Like the that kind of humming.
Yeah, something like that. And you can see the back of a white whale with a boat on it emerge and just spit water on the outside of it. And some of it instantly freezes and comes down as icicles. But it drops, submerges back down. You see it make some turns underneath the water to then come back up again. And it just, you can just hear the whale say, "Hi."
I'm gonna kick Max. You know animals, right?
Slightly.
Torgo will approach and say, "Hello, Angajig. It's been some time since last time we saw you." And Angajig will reply, "Been missing the fish." Kind of like talking in slow motion. And well, Torga will start. Well, and the boys will start just breaking the, or not breaking, opening up the barrels with the fish and say, "Wow, we brought just enough. We need to head further south and meet with a ship that is waiting for us. Could you do that for us?" As they start pouring down the barrels of, you see, small fish. They are kind of blue with a tint of platinum to them, and there being hundreds or even thousands of these being poured into Angajuk's mouth, and as the mouth is wide open and everything just fills in and is being well fed. And after all of these have been eaten, the whale closes its mouth, submerges down, makes another 2 or 3 turns to come back up and say, "Yes, get on board." As the boat is now open for everyone to board it.
We're going like on the whale, not in the whale.
On.
I'll step on, and as I do, I'll say, "I was a little worried there for a second, Max. Those fish are almost as big as you. How you almost got taken down."
I'd get taken down by the regular fish, let alone the whale.
I'll tell Rudy to just stay with the caravan. If we get more than a mile away, he disappears.
Okay.
Okay.
Trust you.
I'll step on as well.
I suppose I'll step on. Reluctantly.
After everyone had boarded the boat on the back of the whale, as it submerges, you see kind of like a bubble starts forming to then completely cover the back of the boat with everyone inside, and you are all protected from the sea itself. And you can perfectly see underneath the water, and you start seeing more animals that you do not see on the lakes, some other kinds of fishes being chased by dolphins and everything. And as the journey begins, you start seeing the land getting further and further away. The speed which the whale is swimming is definitely not slow, but not something like is zooming. Um, but it is some minutes at this speed until the big chunks of ice start getting smaller and smaller up above you. And it definitely looks safer for a boat or a ship to be in this area. And eventually you see the shadow of a human craft water ship.
Hmm.
And as the whale approaches it, uh, it emerges back up and stays afloat with the bubble popping as soon as it touches the surface. And there's when the people on board of the ship notices the arrival of the people they were waiting for, they toss down some ladders for them to climb up.
Well, this is, I guess, where our job starts as I climb up towards the Luskin vessel.
Before you go up, make sure that keep an eye out on the moves on everyone. We don't want them to try to turn their or get us on our backs.
Well, it came all this way for nothing if we don't trade with them, right?
What did you say?
They came all this way to trade with you for nothing if they're gonna do something like attack us or something. Why? I mean, if it's a transaction, they're not gonna screw themselves over, are they?
Never know who you can trust.
All right.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that, Torga. Anyway, Rain, what do you think of this? Are you going up?
Well, if we don't go up, then we can't exactly fulfill our contract. Excuse me. But at the same time, it's not exactly sturdy being on this whale. I've never seen anything like this, to be honest. So kind of, I'm wary enough of any vessel, but being on a whale is, well, I don't exactly have sea legs myself, so I'd rather be on at least something more flat.
Well, once we're up there, it'll be a little bit more flat than a whale's back, I'm hoping. Can I take a look around and see if there's. Do I notice any kind of people peering on other like ice cubes, or like, are we about to be ambushed? I guess I am trying to look around for before going up off this whale.
You do not see other ship vessels, but if you're trying to like, are you trying to devise people standing on blocks of ice or
I
other
guess as we're
vessels?
climbing up, I'm just trying to look around and see if there's other people that I can see, despite the people we're supposed to be meeting. I don't know. I'm just going up. I'm going up.
Okay, yeah, this is the only vessel that you see around.
I would say as
And
Torga goes up, I'm gonna cast detect thoughts to see what surface thoughts people are having on the vessel. You want me to display the thing in VTT?
no, yeah. You start sensing this barrage of thoughts because there's not just one person in particular in here. Well, I guess you would have to. Do you choose what thoughts you get, or
No. Yeah, I can
do
only
you
sense
get
the surface thoughts, like if they're angry, nervous, thinking about a certain small thing. But if I want to probe deeper, I have to do a check. But
you sense that yeah, Torga is worried and even anxious,
Mhm.
and the feelings from the crew are of keeping everything in check and going according to plan.
Okay. So they're not nervous or feeling anything. They just it's a normal
No,
day at the
the
job.
only one that are uneasy, the only one that is uneasy is Torga, or if
Mm-hmm.
any of the party members is also uneasy, you would also get that.
Mm-hmm.
But as everyone boards, everyone kind of like takes position, and two of the members of the vessel uh, stand step down from here, and you see a bunch of boxes all piled up together, and they are filled with well, they appear to be heavy. They are filled with the cargo that was supposed to be delivered, and you see the no, yeah, that's actually all you see. Just boxes bundle up all together. There are about 5 or 6 of them, and uh, one of them is gonna say, "So you got the payment?" And Torge said, "Of course, I am not one to make to try to play tricks on my providers." As she pulls out like a envelopment of with something inside, hands it in to the guys. They take it, and the one that receives it passes it to another that is gonna go underneath the ship, like to the lower part of the dock. And after some minutes, he comes back up and says, kind of nods his head and says, "Okay, our business here is complete. You may take your cargo and get off."
And as we lift the cargo, how heavy is it?
It appears to be very heavy.
And Torges
No, we
only
can't
7.
carry or
Torga is looking at you guys, especially the Goliaths, like
I mean,
waiting for
obviously we're gonna pick it up, but I mean, we're trying to. I first wanted to see how Torgo reacted, but yeah, then I'll fucking pick it up because I can.
and as you do, you would have to pull it down from a ropes into Angajuk's boat, who's been there kind of waiting.
How-
Well, a lot of us
And
can
the-
probably do together, yeah.
Yeah, but the rope only can take one box at a time, and each box takes around a minute to get down to the.
I will climb down a minute. I will ask Angajuk. I will explain to her the situation and ask how she would feel about us dropping this on the lower part of her body, where it might not hurt this big ass whale, or at least
You're
maybe
putting it
close.
in the boat.
Well, either
Like-
on the boat or we drop it off the side on the water, so we don't have to. Because I mean, you're making it sound like
You're
we
pulling-
like carrying
No,
it
you're
down.
pulling the boxes down with a rope,
Okay.
like not dropping it, like boom, no.
Okay.
onto the whale.
Yeah.
What?
We're putting them onto the whale.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do we? Is it? Do we need to strap it to the whale? How is this usually done? We just hold it on the whale.
The movement under the sea is not as bumpy as on top of the water or even in land. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, if Anjuk is used to it, then.
Mm.
Okay, I'll start loading it down on a winch or whatever it is,
Okay.
with a crane or whatever they have on the boat. Yeah.
After all boxes have been loaded,
Well, in the meantime, I will want to nudge Max and ask him, are you able to see what's in the boxes? Is there any way you can check?
I was trying to think about that. What'd you get from I saw you casting over there. Did you get anything from your detect thoughts?
No, it was the nervousness came from Torga. The crew was completely not faced with anything. It was basically normal day at the job. But Torgo's
Mhm.
really nervous about the cargo. So I'm really wondering what kind of cargo are we carrying? It seems quite heavy. And in this region, I mean, she's selling pelts and pearls. How heavy can it be? What is really in these crates?
I don't think there's any way I can see inside without opening them.
Well, I can cover
Well,
it.
we were up on top. Could I have done my divine sense?
Yeah, and as you do, everyone here is just a mortal.
I
And
suppose.
the boxes are not like regular boxes. No, these are like huge boxes. So it would be heavy regardless of the content they have.
Hmm. Still, Luskan traders in this region. I mean, why would they go all the way up here to trade? They got probably much better wares to trade south. I'm wondering what kind of a contraband are they trying to push to this region that is already in a bad spot.
So we're all on the main deck right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to subtle spellcast detect magic.
Aside from the equipment you guys are wearing, there's no detection of other sources around.
Okay, and then there's also no like blackout zones, right? It's not like these crates are lined with lead and stopping me from seeing.
No,
Okay.
appears to be regular material.
Okay. Well, it can't be magical. As Martok, you probably just see like my eyes flash for a second.
Well, is there any way for you to get into the boxes, check what kind of wares she's buying? I mean, I'd cover for you.
Well, I can break it open with a crowbar if that's what you mean.
I suppose the only time we'd be able to do well, actually, what's the name of the person that we're hired by right now?
Torga.
Torga.
Torgot. I'll go up to Torgot and just ask, just like, you seem fairly nervous. Are you sure we shouldn't inspect the cargo before loading it on?
I don't know what reaction would that give on the other people in here if you feel confident enough. I would
Or
even encourage.
Mhm. Well, perhaps since we're loading this on, I could check one of the ones that's already on our whale. Away from the most prying eyes.
I would say go ahead.
And yeah, I guess with that I'll go over onto the onto our whale and try to open one of these up.
Okay, roll me a d6.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. 1.
The box that you opened appears to be filled with various kinds of pelts that you do not see in this region. Some of bears, some of you see bundles of feathers, very colorful ones. But this appears to be animal products that are not consumable.
Okay, so just like exotic wares.
Yep.
Okay.
Even like the rugs that you see of animals laying in the rich people houses, some of
Mhm.
those are even in here.
Hell yeah. Um, well, I guess in that case, I'll just kind of continue this process, like wait for a good moment when I'm not being like watched or whatever, and when except for by the party, I don't mind them. and then just like open up whichever one is next.
I would like to tell my group quiet enough that nobody else really hears me. I don't want Torga to hear me, so maybe if I had to tell them all individually,
Hmm.
I would just like to say maybe we should wait until we have all these crates, and if we're gonna interrogate someone, it should be Torga before we look at these chests. Maybe we wait until we get away.
Well, if we get away, and we had some like by the time we're sailing away, if they were the problem, then they're gone.
Hmm.
Okay, then keep going. I trust you.
Well, now as good a time as any. I want to approach Martok, so rather than approach everyone, and say, Martok, there's something I need you to communicate to the rest of us while we're here.
Hmm.
Is that last night I had a strange dream, and although I couldn't get into specifics on the cart ride here with Brutus, it's a figure in the dream, what I thought was my father, turned out to be someone I had no recollection of, some stranger. It was very vivid. They had a scar on their face and they claimed that they were searching for me.
And who?
I know dreams and nightmares, and I'm not one to take them lightly, but this was different. Seemed like some kind of dread omen or something. Something of him reminded me of my homeland. It was like familiar but malicious, maybe. I think I might be being pursued.
I'll convey this information to the rest. And Rain, what have you never seen this character before? Ever?
No, never. At first, as I said, when I approached them to speak with the intention of talking with my father, they turned to me and their face dissolved, and this visage of someone I had no recollection of appeared before me, and they only had the time to tell me that they were coming. So, but never, I didn't. There was no familiarity whatsoever. Only that of I can tell they something about them reminded me of my home.
Hmm.
So they certainly seem to know me.
It's a ghost from the past, huh?
A ghost, or I'm not sure. Maybe someone I knew as a child and then forgot. But they definitely knew who I was. It might be nothing, but it's different from other dreams I've had. It seems so out of the blue.
Hmm. Yeah, I certainly agree. We should keep our eyes out because we have been watched before, and this is a omen of what's to come. Even if the scarred man is a omen of thieves or
Mm.
people with malicious intent. It's certainly not good.
It might even be a trick
Hmm.
of the Frost Maiden. It could also have just been my mind concocting some imagination or fantasy based on the fact that I divulged so much about my past the night before.
Hmm.
Could be just nothing, but as I said, it didn't feel like a normal dream. It felt very lucid.
But whom of your past would do this to you?
I don't know. I don't have my family. I'm sure have made enemies, but none personal to me. It might be someone who had a grudge against my family name, or none in my family anyway. No one that I know personally.
Okay.
But I know my father had many enemies, so
Well, this is really
if it were
troubling.
someone, then it might have been one of them. But I don't know anything about them other than that
There
they
goes
were
my headphones.
vanquished.
Well,
Just keep an eye out. If you see someone with a scar, I would
Sir,
be
I certainly
immediately
will.
on edge.
And inform the rest.
Then what I want to do. Oh yeah. You're saying? Oh yeah. Then I want to just in case Max is still looking to break into or have a look at the case. I want to find if anyone's watching him just out of the crew, just to like strike up a conversation with them, like about the whale or something.
Distraction.
You
Yeah,
see
just
this
like
guy over
something like-
here is certainly overlooking at the sea to see what's going on with the whale.
Well, whoever would be in view of Max, I mean, and the crates.
This one.
Okay, then I'll oh, back over there, can I? Or it's lagging.
There's a wall in there.
Oh, I can, yeah. Okay, I'll start talking to this guy about the whale.
And Max just jumps into the sea.
I figure I'm on the whale somewhere.
The whale is
Move.
this side. Well, since this is like background conversation, I'm just gonna make you roll a performance.
And should I roll like stealth or something?
Small
Oh god. 5.
chat. As you start conversing with him, he doesn't seem very interested, and he will just reply with, "Yeah, oh, yeah, okay." But he will look over your shoulder and still see what's going on. And Max, I will let you check on one more box before all the cargo has been loaded.
Okay. Roll randomly again.
Yeah, 1d6.
6.
As you open that one,
Kaboom.
you're surprised by a dagger coming out of it.
Oh.
Oh, never mind, it's not a dagger. It is a short sword. But as you open it, through a small crack, a short sword comes right straight into your face. And because he's surprised, it is advantage. And I believe you don't get to use your reaction.
You can always use reaction. Yeah, you can always use reaction. Like for example, shield. As the whatever meets your. If a weapon hits you, you can always use your shield, for example.
Can you react to a surprise?
Yeah.
I'm looking up the surprise condition.
I mean, the spell itself says as the weapon hits, you can decide if you want to use shield.
Actually, I don't know.
I googled this
Surprise,
yesterday,
surprise.
so I.
Oh, okay.
It just literally came out of
Fair
there.
enough.
It says as the weapon meets you, you decide whether or not to burn your reaction or shield.
But that
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean-
not normally you don't get reactions, but for shield you do. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think you
Okay,
get reactions
so-
regardless. I think you get reactions regardless.
So surprise is a condition that gets rid of your you can't take actions and you can't move.
Yeah.
But reaction is separate from that.
Okay.
Okay. The sword comes out of the box with a 17.
Oh, thank fuck. Yeah, I cast shield, and my mage armor should still be up because that's 8 hours.
It is, yeah.
So 19.
The magical barrier deflects the sword inside the box, but with this, we'd roll initiative.
Oof. From a guy in the box.
Yeah, everyone in the ship is gonna start attacking.
Whom are they gonna attack? Are we a danger here? Okay, let's roll. Let's see what happens.
Oh, 8.
Wait a sec.
Oh wait, I keeps taking away my 10 HP, putting it in that box. Right
Yeah.
on by.
Oh yeah, the only one that doesn't have it is Brutus, who took a lot of damage back in with the with the mammoth.
He's under the sleep spell.
Is everyone in?
Or else,
Brutus
yeah.
rolled a 1 again. Lamau.
Yeah.
Is everyone in?
Yeah.
Okay. The person inside the box is gonna knock it out of the top, and it will land into the sea.
Oh, I
It's
thought it
gonna-
was just a trap. It's a person.
Mm,
It's a person.
yeah.
And it's gonna wait. Hold on. Yeah. Swing at you again with the short sword because you pulled up the shield.
That's for
Now
the
it
rest
lasts
of the round.
until your next turn, is it?
Yeah.
So next attack was a 16, but it has multi attack, so it's gonna swing again for a 12. That's also gonna miss, and that is its turn. What is your go, Max?
Shit. Okay. Um, everyone's in combat. Everyone saw this, I'm imagining, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
people, the cruise ship had already drawn their weapons.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to look over to my nearest ally, being Brutus, and go, "We've got trouble," and cast haste.
Nice.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know you picked it up, man. Wow.
So we get
And then-
advantage.
Haste so much. Extra action plus 2 to AC, advantage on dex, double your movement. Chef
Quite
win.
good, yeah?
Mhm.
Is that it?
Yeah, but can I do something in a slightly different order? I just wanted to move away from him, then cast, because he'll get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I need
Uh,
Or is it too late?
Yeah, hold on. Can you? Where are you? Here, check Discord.
Checking Discord. Oh. But yeah, so yeah, I'll move over back onto the boat with my allies. He'll get that opportunity attack, and then I'll cast haste.
You'll have to climb up a rope. Is that half movement or is it normal movement?
That's normal movement, I believe, because it's not like I'm. A rope usually is how you get around having to have a climbing speed, I think.
All right. So the opportunity attack will be a short sword.
Well, that's gonna hit. Do they have advantage?
No, they don't. So a 9 misses.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. I don't know why this guy is called Garrett, but okay, we'll go with that. The people that are on the upper parts of the ship, like this and this, have drawn light crossbows, except for this one that is in melee range with a rain. This one drew a short sword. So this one with the crossbow is gonna actually target the nearest target, which is rain. if my thing loads. What is happening? Does a 19 hit? Rain?
Who?
Is it what hit, sorry? I didn't hear you.
A 19.
Yeah, but I'll use shield.
Okay.
They have actions, that's one.
You also make this magical barrier that Max created, and this crossbow bolt gets deflected.
Oh yeah, I don't have to do it. It's +2 for my AC, yeah. You just upcast it to everyone, did you?
No,
Like-
that's only one person thing that the haste is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it says +5. Is that
Plus
That
5 to your
depends.
80 to 90,
Is that
plus 5
right?
is 24. So you got 24 AC for one.
no? But I mean, did I not see? I swore it said +2 a second ago.
Shield has always been +5.
What's
No,
plus
but
two?
oh, sorry. No, yeah. Haste is what I'm looking at. Haste is +2, so I don't need shield. Is what I'm saying, right?
No, you can't use haste. Haste is only one target, and the target that gets
Haste was
hasted on
casted
is
Brutus.
Brutus.
Okay, I was sorry you said the group, and I was like, oh, so you cast, because I read it was like one action, concentration, 1 minute, choose a willing creature. Okay, yeah, but anyway, okay, yeah, +5, so it's done. That's one slot, yes.
And as violence breaks inside the ship, the whale is gonna actually submerge back and go away, taking the assassin with it. I mean, the boat naturally gets the bubble up, so the assassin is not gonna drown, but that person is already out of the picture. And if you looked at the person that came out of the box, you could see a bald figure covered by a scarf on the nose and mouth. The eyes were kind of red, and it appeared to be a female figure, even though uh, the head didn't have any hair.
Hmm.
But this brings us to your reign.
Okay, I will Paulette and ask does anyone in our party like can communicate with the whale again? Although I suspect we can't, based on the last time. I'll try and well, with the intention of getting it to surface again. But for now, I'll just strike this guy. Who's beside me? So there's 1 and 2. So that's 13 and 16.
And the first misses, the second hits.
Okay, damage. 15 damage.
Okay.
That one. Then I wanna. Then now I'll action surge. If he's still alive, and try to strike him again.
Yeah, he's still very alive.
2. So that's 11 and 16.
Second hits, first misses.
Okay. And 14 damage.
All right. Is that for your turn?
Yeah. So I want to go
Marta,
in.
now you are in a ship vessel filled of aggressive people towards you. What do you do?
Well, I say second time's the charm as I cast Hypnotic Pattern with all my will, and the wind just whirls around them. This pattern. And that is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
With Torga also included.
Oh, who's Torga?
This one. This is a default token, but
Oh, I thought it was female on the ship. Well, she can be hypnotized as well. That's fine by me. She's not a very nice
this
person.
This is the saves of these two.
Mm-hmm.
This and this. So first one misses. The other one also misses, and now the save for this one. All inside miss. Oh, and let me do it for Torga. Torga also misses. So everyone inside this square is now being fascinated by all the shapes that are popping on and off inside this area.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Yeah, and
Basically.
that's the end of my turn.
While charmed, what are the conditions?
Well, they can't do shit. They just lay on the ground, and they can do.
Okay.
I think they can do a save each time at the end of the round, perhaps.
End of their round or their turn?
Their turn. Creature who becomes charmed
Okay.
for the duration while charmed, the spell creature is incapacitated. Speed 0. Okay, let's go for the incapacitated condition.
The only one of these that is not charmed, which is up here, is gonna take attacks to the one that already harmed them.
Oh damn! They don't get to remake that save.
They don't. It's only
No, it's just until they take damage or
Wow.
use.
Oh,
or
they
if
can be.
someone
Yeah,
else
they can be
uses an
shaken.
action.
Yeah, they can be shaken. Okay.
Yeah, somebody else can do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they can't do it.
He will swing its scimitar twice against you, Raven. Not Raven. Rain. So the first one is for 20. The second is for 6.
I'll take the hit.
All right. You take 7 slashing damage.
Okay, so I take 1 damage of my HP.
Oh, that's true. It is 5 plus con mod, the temperature.
Yeah, so it's 6. I was 1 plus 1 con.
He only has 12
con.
in con, man.
Yeah, I should have more.
Yeah, yeah.
That's low.
I'm putting more into that next time.
Brutus,
If
you
we don't
feel
survive.
zooming, you feel rushing, like you can do everything now. But what is it that you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna hurry up and slow down and come up to this guy and hit.
Gonna hurry up and slow down.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit this guy one time for the one time. My war pick. Does a 19
It
hit?
hits.
Okay, for 9 damage.
And he wakes up.
An attack. That's fine.
No, not for
I won't
long.
be awake for long. Okay, for another 13,
Wow.
so 22.
Nice.
Third attack.
Wow.
32,
Ah,
46,
that 12 misses. So I'm assuming.
and a 12 misses.
Yeah.
It's still standing.
Yeah. I'll just stand here in his face. I don't have
He
any
just
bonus action.
gets beaten down multiple times, and he snaps out of the hypnotic part and says, "Now you're dead."
Okay, we'll see.
This
Gotta
brings
beat
us
a pretty high AC right now.
Oh yeah, +2.
How long?
Oh.
Oh, haste is a minute.
Yeah, 10 rounds.
Holy shit! I thought it was 1 round. Okay.
Nope.
That's
If my concentration breaks, then he's basically out of a turn for 1 round.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
When it
I go,
ends.
right?
Yeah.
I am going to careful cast Fireball and hit. What is that? 20-foot radius.
You can
So,
trust it.
all of these guys.
You have careful cast, man.
Yeah, careful and subtle are the 2 I did.
Wow. Okay. That's a cool one.
All of those guys. Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Alright.
As you see a
Oh no.
fire explosion that strikes this area of the ship, but Somehow the fire bends and turns in ways that don't touch you guys, but only burns the people around it.
From Rain and Brutus's perspective, it's just like the fire arching around them, like it wind, like dust in the wind.
Rain will freeze while it does its work.
So saves for this
All
one,
5, yeah.
this one, and this one. My pings are very very slow because my thing is lagging.
Mm-hmm.
So that one passes. The second one from the bottom down also passes. Everyone passes, so they take 15 damage each. The one that Brutus smacked is burnt to death. The one that Rain is facing is looking not only pierced but also scorched now, but is still standing a fight.
I'm surprised. I didn't realize that incapacitated just gets rid of their actions and reactions, but they still are able to like dodge out of the way of a fireball.
No. But didn't you have a DC 15?
14,
Really?
or no, less than that. Yeah, 14.
What is your
And
deck?
now the
And what is your
this one
int?
is-
Isn't it +4?
+3.
Ah, okay.
I may not know much.
So the
That's
other
it.
two, and they all immediately calcinated. They drop dead. Is that your turn?
Yes.
You see the flags of the. Yeah, why not? The flags of the ship catch fire, and they start burning. As you soon realize that this ship is the only way back to land that you have.
Oh, but I was careful about it.
This brings us to Rain.
Well, I can't put out the fires. I'll just try and put this guy up before I leave. So that's 17 and
But you,
25.
the first attack kills him.
Okay. Well, I can only unless I drop my sword, I can't make another attack. I think it might even have to be the
And
same one.
make your second attack if you want.
Can you? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll move over here and attack this guy. Well, I just use the same roll. Sorry, roll it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds fair.
So yeah, so I'll roll damage it. I don't know. 16
Or 16.
damage.
Nice. Is that your turn?
And no, then I'll move over here around him. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. This brings us to Martok now.
Well, as I see that Rain is hitting those guys up there,
No, hold on. Because the guy that I had used for initiative died, they were deleted from the initiative order, but I think we skipped these guys.
you did?
Yeah, I'm gonna add them with 7.5, I guess. And they will shoot their crossbows at the arson that just started a fire in their ship.
Max.
I was careful though.
Their first one rolls for 12, since you have Mage Armor, it misses.
Yeah.
And the second one for 19.
Well, that would hit anyway.
Okay. You take 4 piercing damage from a bolt that goes into your back, and I need you to make a con save.
All right. DC 10 or half the damage, so just 10. We're good.
You're still up running Brutus at 200 speed, 200% speed. And now is Martuk's turn.
Well, I'm gonna aim towards the one that Rain is fighting and shoot at him twice. So,
Okay.
as I draw my bow, let me see. Give me 1 second.
Torga would have naturally tried to hide in here or something.
Mhm.
Oh no, wait, she's
No, she
hypnotized.
can't. She is hypnotized. I will roll the first shot right here. Nice. And
Wow.
the second one. That's 2 hits,
Both
yeah?
hit.
Nice.
Okay.
For 13 and 10, that's 23. This guy now has 2 arrows on his body, but he's still given a fight.
Wow. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, it is now his turn. And he's gonna do 2 scimitar attacks on you.
Wow.
7 and 10 both miss. But that's his turn, and now brings us to Brutus.
I would like to charge up to these dudes up here. First, I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, you have double
Yeah,
movement
I have
speed.
more than I wanted to double check. But I'll come up here. The first one's just gonna try to hit this dwarf right in the knee. And drop him even lower.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach at mighty speed, and he just is scared at the speed that you're approaching. And he just
I fucking missed. Second
but
attack. Oh my. Cool. Sick.
you have 4
That's the
attacks.
roughness,
He left. Brutus left. Now he's out of the game.
That's my turn.
You have another 2 attacks.
No, I don't.
No, that's 3 attacks total.
Oh, 3 total. You missed the 3 of them.
Hmm.
You just
Blind
dwarf
fury.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, it's your turn, Max.
What kind of weapon are you using?
So war pick.
Are you just like violently picking apart the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am going to fire bolt.
Not bolt.
The
just
one,
bolt.
yeah, the one further away from Brutus.
Okay.
Hell yeah. 3 damage.
Hell yeah, 3 whole
Boom.
damage.
Are you sure though? You're level 5. You should have a die up on the fire, yeah? Or you did.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a 1 and a 2.
6.
Wow. Wow.
That's the hit.
2d10 and 1 and a 2.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's low.
Yes, sir. That's my turn.
Okay.
Went from 30 damage to 3.
Just 10% of it. Okay, right,
Finally
what is
forced
yours?
me to use 10% of my power.
Rain?
Yeah, I'm just gonna strike this guy again.
Okay.
Same dude. And tell me if the first. Okay, that's a miss anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, wait, 12. I'm guessing it misses though. And that's 20, yay. 29.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Nice.
Oh, wait, so remind me how to do this again? I type something.
Just click the purple button that is
Oh, yeah,
below.
Um,
So that is
9 plus 7.
plus
18.
7, 18.
Yeah.
This guy is
18
all
damage. Is it?
I'm
No,
sorry, math.
is it?
Oh no, yeah, he's 16.
Oh, I was adding the +2. Sorry, yeah. Yep. And
Yeah.
then he's dead, you say?
Almost.
Okay, I'll move up besides Tor. This isn't the hole, right? Or is this the hole? In...
He's not dead, Ryan.
Oh, he's not dead. Sorry.
He's
Okay.
gonna opportunity attack if you do that.
Okay, sorry. No, I'll stay there then. I was only gonna move if he was dead. I'll stay where I am.
Almost.
Okay. I'll stay where I am. I am okay.
Okay, the two guys from the crossbows. This one is gonna attack back the one that just firebolt him.
Which one? Aha.
The one on
This.
the right.
Okay.
Yeah. For a 14.
It needs beats. Max.
What am I making a save for?
14
No,
versus your AC 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just cast shield again.
Okay, it gets deflected. And the one that is next to Brutus is gonna draw a dagger and try to stab you for a natural 1. So, as draws the dagger, just drops it. But this brings us to Martog.
Well, I'd say screw it. I'll break this ship apart as I cast Shatter on the 2 on the southern deck. Shatter is a con save for a DC. Here. And let me see the spell. There we go.
Wow,
So
they both miss. And they both drop dead from that damage. And as you
Nice.
cast it, you see some of the planks of the ship get kind of shattered. And these two crossbows in here that are on the sides of the deck just fly away from the ship and get tossed into the sea.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, being the turn of the last one alive, is gonna fight until death. And it's gonna attack twice with a scimitar. The second hits, the first one misses. Yeah?
Even with shield, yes.
And you take 5 slashing damage.
Right?
It is now your turn, Brutus.
Okay, running back down the stairs, I will run over to this guy and hopefully not whiff 3 times in a row.
Laugh my ass off. He missed 3 times. Okay, we're good. We're good.
How do you want to do this? Okay, okay, holy shit, you just eviscerated him.
Overkill.
How do you want to do this?
I would just come up with the first hit as he's facing rain to like bust his knee down, and then with the second swing, drive my war pick straight through his head as it just hits right into the boat dock or the boat deck. I mean,
And it splatters red across the floor. But as the round is over, the flames further spread into the flags of the ship.
Well, I'm gonna
Combat's over.
I'm gonna run towards is the captain's wheels still there?
This thing?
This thing right here.
The thing that moves the boat is this one.
No, this is the anchor, and how you put the anchor down. This one.
Oh, that is the anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, then this thing is busted.
Okay.
Prestidigitation says I can snuff out a small campfire, so I'm going to start putting out the sails.
As you start focusing your prestidigitation into lowering these flames, you start kind of like putting counter force to the spreading flames. And the breeze of the sea itself also kind of help a bit, and It is definitely damaged, but not completely undone after you put the fire out.
Well, I will yell to the guys, please help me out to get the rudder uh, directed towards the bay. Because we can probably move the rudder of the boat towards whatever direction we want to go in, right? Hopefully.
But if it's destroyed, how do you do
Well,
it?
the thingamajig is destroyed, not the rudder that goes like. Well, I don't know. Is the rudder the thing in the
So-
water?
Is the steering
Yeah.
wheel shattered
That's sort of-
or just not there? Did it get knocked off the ship?
No, the things that were tossed into the sea is this whole portion of the ship.
Really? Even
Uh,
even this underwater is also destroyed?
No, this one under the ship, no. Only the things that are on top.
I want to move this sucker right here, because this one that controls this one right here is as long as this one underwater is here, we might be able to turn it around whatever way.
The ship is not moving though. The flags are
Aha.
drawn.
Okay. Well, prepare for impact then.
Meanwhile, Torga is just here. Blue. Ah, red.
She's out of it. So the destroyed chest on this main deck. Is there anything we can salvage out of documentations of what they were doing here?
Everything flew into the sea.
Of course. All right.
I will shake Torga out of the hypnotic pattern.
And as she snaps by, she says, "Oh, what was that? I felt something familiar that I haven't felt in quite a long time.
Strange.
What is everyone?" Well, I guess she's just corpses laying around. She's gonna say, "What happened?"
Doesn't matter right now. We have to be quick. Right?
She's
Don't we
kind
have to
of
be
like
quick?
in
Back
shock.
into the boat sinking.
The boat is not sinking. You're just like stuck in the middle of the sea.
Oh,
Because you're trying to figure out a way how to make this ship take you back home.
well,
Yeah, and the steering wheel
Where's
has just
the whale
been
gone?
launched into the ocean.
Torga,
Yes.
do you know if your whale friend has she ever eaten anything other than fish? We happen to have some bodies here that might serve as a sacrifice. It's a little gruesome, but it'll get us to where we need to go.
Where
Get
is
her
the
back.
whale? And she's gonna peek into the ocean and see nothing and says, Is she gone?
Your friends here that we came to do business with, they turned on us at the last second. That's where you went into the daze and we had to fight, and it scared off the whale.
There was an assassin hidden amongst the boxes, likely waiting until you were vulnerable on your way back.
I knew it was wise to bring company with me. I don't know how to call the whale back though.
Well, if we could make a bell noise of sorts, maybe she'll hear it out here. And
Do you know how to craft one?
Oh wait, no, I got that. Prestidigitation saves the day again.
I know it. Don't you know how to speak well, Brutus?
of course,
We should be careful it doesn't call anything else. Is there some particular noise we can make that she will listen out for? Some signature or something?
It's the bell that we called her. Max is the only one.
Yeah,
that
but
can-
is there some
Aha.
is there some particular sound she listens to or rhythm or something?
Well, you will recall that the bell at the post that you were before made like a distinctive ring.
Hmm.
Was it like a big bell, like hanging off of something? Or
It was like bigger than regular bells, but
Probably can't do
not
that
like
then.
church bell, but it was bigger than usual.
Yeah, not something I could recreate with prestidigitation.
Yeah, definitely not.
Can't you create a bell that had a similar sound, even though it's smaller? Or does it have to be that
I mean-
size bell to create that kind of sound?
I mean, yes, I could create a bell. It's just like a bell pops into my hand seemingly out of nowhere.
Aha.
But whales tend to pick up on the lower frequencies, and I don't think a little ding ding ding.
Is there a bell
Mm.
on a ship?
In this upper deck doesn't appear to be anything but corpses.
Mhm.
And if you go to the lower deck, there's no
Mhm.
map for that, but you see tables,
I'm
some
gonna step away for just a second.
Yeah.
okay. Tables, some empty mugs, and bed rolls scattered around, as well as two sets of raw
Mhm.
row boats. Um, by two sets, I mean four, like two pairs. Two
Mhm.
times two, four, yeah.
Mm. Oh, this is, well, I don't want to say it actually because, well, we can't go to the other place without the whale.
Mm.
So if we leave with the robots, unless we call her again, but we don't have fish to pay her back. But Torga did say we could have more fish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'd have to leave the ship if there's no way of calling her back.
Can I pick up all the scraps from the chest, or are they gone in the wind?
What do you mean?
The scraps, whatever is in the chest, can I pick it up?
Like the wood?
No, the scraps of the whatever was in the chest, or is it gone in the wind?
Nah, it flew away.
Okay. Well, better get to the rowboats then, before this boat is drifting into the ice sheets. We all know how that goes when you ram an iceberg.
What happened with the cargo?
Well, it's on the whale, unfortunately.
Do
We
you
as-
think we can get back into the post and ring the bell again?
Of course we
How
can.
far from the post are we?
You're in the middle of the sea. The only thing that distincts um, land from ocean is the big chunks of ice that you see further in the horizon, just swaying, implying that the speed of moving ice is in that direction, and open seas in the opposite direction.
Well, these two guys have been. I've seen them row before, and they're quite proficient.
What do you say, Rain? Are you in for a whale of a time getting back?
It seems like it's our only option. So throw me an oar.
Let's get to it.
Whale of a time.
A bow road can fit 3 people,
Can we
so
put
you'd have
a
to.
rope between the rowboat and the rowboat?
Dude, Torga and
All right, where are we
Max
at? What are we
is
doing?
one full person, being a gnome and a dwarf.
Have a weird
Those
fight the
still make
size,
4.
man.
Oh, I guess that it evens out then.
What's the plan?
We're rowing to land because this one is drifting into an iceberg or something. But we
I've got an idea to help.
yeah.
Okay.
So I've got alter self, which means I can have like an aquatic adaptation. Would it be reasonable that I turn into like an aquatic adaptation that's used to cold water?
Yeah, you already did that on the lake. that you
Yeah, but I
went
save versus the cold for that one.
with. Oh,
Like maybe I learned from my past mistakes.
You mean like a seal?
To turn up
What?
like a seal.
Yeah.
What does the spell say?
You adapt your body to an aquatic environment, sprouting gills and growing webbing between your fingers. You can breathe underwater and gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
We did it
Like-
before in the
Yeah, that's the
Like,
that's
didn't
the basic thing. It says that for the spell's duration, I can pick and choose to like change my form, change appearance, transform appearance, aquatic adaptation, natural weapons.
Yeah, to transform into something that gave you cold resistance would be to be wild shape, which druids have. But the spell that you're using doesn't specify anything like that.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I guess it does specifically say none of your statistics change.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will not be pushing the boat in fish form.
I thought, okay, I'm not giving you ideas.
Or you don't need to push it. You just need to have paddles as hands, man.
that one.
Well, I just get frostbite on my fingers.
Yeah. Can we tie the boats together and two people row the two boats?
Can I suggest that the boat goes in the right direction?
The boat fails automatically.
Yeah, you can tie up two boats. And if the lighter members of the group go in the boat that is behind, it wouldn't make it steer too much.
Let's do that then.
So you get a set of boats already, tie them with some ropes, and then toss them into the ocean. You start hearing and see clouds gathering in the general area, and seems like a storm is approaching.
Mm.
But by the time being, the priority is hit land. So the two Goliaths and Rain hit the head boat, as the smaller ones just board into the boat on the back. And I guess you start roaring, hoping that land is closer than it looks. But it turns out it's not. It is the opposite. It is further than it actually looks. And as you see yourselves moving in the water, the land doesn't seem to be approaching that much.
Mm.
But as you get closer to the big chunks of ice, I will make this a skill check, kind of like race. If there's anything you can feel, or like you see that you can contribute in something to add up to this, go ahead and do it. I will tell you what check it'll be. That will be two people roaring and whatever the other members of the group can contribute with.
Mm-hmm.
The checks will be increasing, will have increasing difficulty as the big chunks of ice become getting bigger and bigger. But as you arrive at the first stage where the ice is not that big and it's just like layers of ice kind of swaying with the waves, I need the, what was it last time? Athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Or
acrobatics, I think.
or
I don't remember.
acrobatics for the two people roaring. And the other members of the group, what are you doing?
Well, I'm being perceptive, looking at the icebergs, how they're moving to get a general directions out of this.
Okay,
don't
that
hit
would be
anything.
a perception check.
Oof. Come on, Max. Come up with some bullshit.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, it is my specialty.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
I am just going to attempt the alter self thing. Try to go for it anyway, even though I might take some damage in the process. Try to push with my aquatic adaptation.
Are you pushing the boat?
Yeah, and maybe like messing with the rudder to help it go our way.
As you launch into the water, I need a con save.
11.
You pass. And for pushing the boat, either strength or athletics check.
All right. Both are the same. At least it's a +0. It's not a minus.
You're strong to be a
Three.
gnome.
Oh, you're basically paddling and doing nothing.
The boat is dragging me.
Yeah. So let me see the totals of the checks. I'd like to intimidate the guys to move. Uh, as this is like the outer portion of like the sea of moving ice, it is not too dangerous. The one of the waves actually makes one piece of ice kind of push the boat a little to the sides, but you guys are fine. And just maybe a little setback, but everyone keeps on road and just roaring into where the bigger chunks are, as I need everyone to make their second phase of the checks.
Well, I'm gonna lie through my teeth that this is a great idea and we're doing just fine.
So you just make another check with the same things we're doing?
Yeah, unless you want to change strategies. Nice
I'm just
roaring.
gonna... No, I don't have anything else, so let's try again. 17?
Wow. With very strong rivers and good guidance from Martok and the help of Max steering the boat to convenience, you managed to get these medium-sized chunks through as you get into the real thread, the actual icebergs that collide into each other, making them seem like, or not making them seem, they could actually immediately crush something that gets in their way. And the space to move through them is much thinner as the ice begins to get denser and denser. So this is the third phase of the checks. Oars.
I just gotten slowly better each time. 17, 18, 19.
So it's 1999.
I've got to figure out what the hell to do. Well, after my last check, I'm just gonna try to hide in the boat so no one can see me. Hopefully, it just goes well without hitting anything.
Okay.
Rain, you've got some shit on the end of your oar. No, the other end.
Oh, what did you roll? Oh, I see.
As the roar continues to be really good, you manage to
Damn
get
right.
through these smaller cracks in the ice, and you see land is up ahead. But which boat are you pushing, Max?
Well, I imagine if I'm like controlling the rudder, I'm in the back of the big ship.
Yeah, the second robot that is tied to the first.
Row, row, row your boat.
I need you to make me a dex save.
Uh-oh. 8.
Sink to the bottom of the bay.
Hey, where'd Max go?
He's gone. He found Anjuk.
As you are pushing the boats, this is a large scenario where the boats get through two big icebergs getting closer and closer to each other. And as the boats cross, you, Max, are caught in the very tail of them as you take 39 bludgeoning damage.
And then I guess I gotta make another con save for the damage. Alright, fine. Concentration on alter self.
Oh yeah,
How much damage did you say?
39. Does that
Oh,
take you
30.
down?
No, I'm fine. Oh wait, actually 39. Jesus. I am not fine.
You remember your temp HP.
Yeah, I had 3 temp HP left and I have 32 total HP.
Yeah.
So as everyone makes their way back, exactly what Brutus said. You look back and you say, "Where's Max?" And you see a little aquatic creature floating unconscious back as the boat moves forward.
I would immediately jump into the water and lay my hands on him to get him back. I'd cure wounds.
Okay, because you have cold resistance, you do not need an immediate con save. But if you stay longer in water, you will definitely will. But
It's
as
not time,
Brutus,
but 7 will get you up.
as Brutus witnesses you getting crushed and almost left behind, saves you by getting you up and I would say, I would guess the boat would have stopped for you guys to get back on.
If not, that athletics was to grab him and swim
Yeah.
back as fast as I could.
That is enough. Like Max weighs 2 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's another one. 22 HP.
I'll take the rudder where
So good.
Brutus left.
And that gets you guys back to shore with almost one member out. But everyone breathes their breath of relief. This is where session ends.
Just to clarify, Torg is with us, right?